Hi there. I don't know if you realize it or not, but you have 3 months to reach your 2024 goals. Time is starting to crunch a little bit. We're coming up on holidays, we're coming up on elections, we're coming up on a lot of distractions. So it's time to focus. But this message isn't about your 2024 goals. It's actually about your 2025 goals and your 2025 success. What I want to highlight today is that you have 3 months to plan for the future. And I don't know if you've ever worked for a seven, eight, or nine-figure company before, but something that they all have in common is that they do yearly business planning. A yearly business plan is a time to reflect on what you did good this year, what didn't go so great, what opportunities are coming up, and what threats are around the corner. And if you do that every single year with the mindset of how do I kick my own ass, I promise you that your company will be optimized every year. And that is how you stay above the competition. That's how you stay in business for 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years, is when you're continually optimizing your company. And it's not just optimizing one department. You can't just focus on just marketing and advertising. Although, if you want to, I'm here for you. You also need to focus on operations. You need to focus on accounting. You need to do a SWOT analysis on every one of those departments: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to invest in help in hiring a consultant or a coach that can help you do that. You can look for a business coach, a business consultant. You can look for a fractional CMO. We can all help you. Anybody who's a C-suite advisor, so it's a chief executive officer, a chief financial officer, a chief marketing officer, a chief operating officer. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of others. There's one for everybody. But basically, that's a super high level, very high level team member. That doesn't have to be a full-time team member because there's this thing called fractional, where you can now reach out to a fractional COO or a fractional CMO and say, I want you to be part of my team. I want to partner up with you. I don't have the funds yet to pay you $250,000 a year. So I'm going to share you with a couple of other companies who also need a CMO, who also need a business coach. So when you hire out like that with a C-suites or with the business consultants and business coaches, you get this high level experience and knowledge and mentorship without having to pay a full-time employee. I live in California. California is a highly litigious state, and having employees can be kind of tough. So if you're in the beginning startup phases of your business and you want to scale and you want to do it with intent and you want to skip all of the mistakes that are commonly made that tank a lot of companies, I think like 95 or 97% of startups, then don't hire the freelancer. Don't hire the admin assistant. Hire the high level team members that can help you get to where you want to be. You'd be surprised at the volume of work that can be completed, at the volume of knowledge that you'll receive, and at the the fact that your risk tolerance will go down so extreme is huge. And so while you're doing your business planning this year, what I would like for you to do is don't do it on your own. Invite a third party person in to take a look at your company, because there are things that you think might be wrong with your company that are so minor, so minute, so distracting that they're taking away from this one huge star item that could, or service or event that could take place that would just propel your business further. But you're so blinded by that one item that you can't see it. And having a third party person come in and help you with that will make a difference. But it all starts with taking these next 3 months, finding a coach, finding a consultant, finding a C-suite advisor. I'm here. And strategically planning your business growth. Okay, I'm here for you. I'm going to put a link in the chat. If you've never been to a group coaching event, if you've never been to, if you've never worked with a business coach, if you've never worked with a C-suite advisor, if you're interested even a little bit in exploring what that looks like, I'd like to invite you to join me. It's late notice, but I'd like to invite you to join me tomorrow at Growth Club in San Diego. I'm going to be there. I happen to know a fractional CFO is going to be there. A couple of business coaches are going to be there. You're not going to get a sales pitch. You're going to get a full day of actively planning your business. But you will have an opportunity to talk with us because there is a networking aspect to it at the end of the day. And if you can't make it tomorrow, I want you to take the time to look up Growth Club in your area. There might be another one. You might not live in San Diego. Look up Growth Club Kansas City. Look up Growth Club New York. I don't know. Look up a workshop for small business owners. Look up a business planning workshop for small business owners. But do something and do it today because I told you to. Okay? Whatever you do, do it with intent. I wish you all the best in 2025.